Hello, I'm Matthew from the Pinpoint product team, and this is the Pinpoint Product Spotlight. Today we'll be focusing on the changes and enhancements we made in August with a primary focus on making the app more usable and robust. We're working behind the scenes on some really big features that aren't quite ready for you yet, and they'll be out next month, so keep an eye out for those. But for now, let's jump in. First up, let's take a look at our new user mapping feature. So we'll now automatically identify third-party accounts that have contributed activity towards your organization, but are not yet mapped to a Pinpoint user. Previously, they would have shown up in the Pulse activity feed, and I could have right-clicked, updated the mapping as appropriate, but you'd have had to have seen that in the feed. And if you missed it, you'd have to either wait for them to perform more activity or scroll back and find the activity to actually map the user account, which wasn't ideal. So we added this new tab in Settings Users, where I can actually come in and see all of my unmapped accounts if there are any. So I can see here that Jeff Haney, he has a third-party account that has had activity in the last 90 days, but is not currently mapped to a Pinpoint user in my organization. So I have an account here for Jeff, so I can map him to this account. Alternatively, if I do not wish to map Jeff to a Pinpoint user, I can select to ignore this account, hit Save Changes, and Jeff will no longer appear in this list and will not be mapped to a Pinpoint user. Something else you may have noticed in the settings area is that we have completely overhauled our billing page. You can now see more information about the plan that you're on, your plan capacity versus your current user count. You can compare the different plans. I can look at the different features for team, business, and enterprise plans. And I can even upgrade or book a demo here if I'm interested in upgrading to enterprise. So here I'm on the free plan. My plan only has capacity for 4 users. I'm over capacity by 24 users, so I'm probably due an upgrade. I can't do it myself because I'm not an organization owner, so I'll tap up my organization owner to come in here and upgrade to the business plan so we can get more users in. While we have some major agent changes coming down the pipeline that are going to revamp the way integrations work and make everything a lot simpler, in the meantime, we wanted to make sure that our integrations page that currently exists in settings is a lot more robust and stable and easier to use. So this is the product team's integrations page in our stable environment. I can go through and remove calendars really easily. I can remove the whole integration really easily. You can add a new integration. So I'm going to re-add the Google Calendar integration that I just removed. So previously there were some issues where you might add something and then have to refresh to make it show up, or if you deleted something, it might not disappear until you refresh. So we fixed those state issues and made this a lot simpler to use now. See, it's validated, and my calendars should pop up any second. And here they are. And I can go and add any other calendars I may have access to, hit Save Changes, and we're done. Another small but really useful enhancement that we added in August based on customer feedback was to bring in labels and tags from your issue and code management systems. So whether you're in Jira, adding labels to an issue to identify where in your application that issue applies, or maybe you're in Bitbucket adding a tag to a pull request to identify where in the tech stack that pull request applies to. And for us, this just really helps the team at a glance identify who is best to look at this issue or work on this issue. And you can see in this bulk sprint here, we have a few issues tagged. This guy is tagged to retro. We have a platform and UI tag on these 2 issues here. This one has 2 tags of bug and retro, and we can see those if we click into the issue as well. And we'll do the same for pull requests. So regardless of your code system, if you're using tags, we'll pull those in and you can see those in Pinpoint without ever having to leave. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, join the Slack community to get involved with the discussion and check out the Pinpoint changelog to stay on top of changes as they happen throughout the month. Thanks again and see you next time.